Hey friends. All right, so I got my crew here with me, and today our focus is this corner. Woohoo! Yes, this corner here. I'll show you a little better. Okay, so this corner, we are gonna focus on building what will be the first phase of our counter and shelves. So it'll come up to the bottom of the window, fill in this corner, and that will be counter space. And right now, I know today I don't need to build in all the shelves and everything, focusing on the first phase, and that's to get the countertop built so I have some place to put some stuff, some kitchen type things. And in front of this window, we are going to be putting a little, for the winter, we're going to have a little aquarium there for, oh, he ran and hid. So this guy, this is Turdy Turt, and he's our little red-eared slider that we found out in the yard this summer. And he was like this big around. He was like the size of a 50-cent piece. And now he's the size of like the palm of my hand. But he has been hanging out on the porch, but of course it's too cold now, so he has to stay inside. And right now where we have him on this table is gonna be in the way of our wood stove, which we need to fire that up soon. And so yeah, so our focus is on function. Get this built in. My husband said he's looking for a video, so here we go. Okay, so now you can see the corner emptied out. So my first thing is I'm going to put the trim up around the window and probably the door, at least this side of the door. And then, like I said, you know, I don't need to build in all the shelves and all that today. I try to do things in little bites because I don't like to end up at the end of the day with something unfinished that I can't use, knowing that I'm not sure when I'll be able to get back to it, because tomorrow I have other things that I need to take care of. So trying to just make it manageable, something that I know I can get done in one day. So I'm gonna build the counter up to the bottom of this window. It's 36 inches, and that will give me a corner counter all the way across here. And then the ultimate goal is eventually I want to have shelves built on up. I'd like to box out the window and have a little shelf there for a couple plants or something like that, you know, and you know, more shelves up on this wall. So, you know, that's eventual, but yeah, I've just learned that to do things in short phases and get more function out of our space. So it's kind of a rainy day, but I got this canopy up right here at the bottom of the steps, so I can still do some stuff. And you know, I just wanted to take a moment. My husband, he's always, you know, bragging on me, but you know, so much of what I have learned to do and what I now have the confidence to do these kind of projects and things is because of him. You know, he's taught me, he always is encouraging me, and he really is, I tell him, my biggest fan. And you know, so thank you, Papa, for always being that for me. And if I get stuck or if I have questions or something I'm not sure about, you know, I can always call him up and he'll walk me through it, you know. But he's taught me a lot, and so now I'm kind of putting a little bit of that into practice today. Okay, so this is where I got today. So the first, so part A of this phase, I didn't get to this part because I just think it's going to be a little more involved. and I am running out of 2x4s for the framing and stuff. So I said that's okay. This was my goal, really, to get this done, and now I'll put things in place. And Dell, she seems to think I built her a cave, which I did not, Dell. No, didn't build you a cave, no. But anyway, it's just pretty basic. Took me a little bit because I had to prep. I had to finish the framing around the window, and then I realized that that trim board, or the trim around the window, and I realized that trim board wasn't there, so I had to do that. And I had to get a little piece there in the corner. So got that all done. Those pieces back there are going to be like the legs for this shelf that will be in front of the window. But yeah, I'm running short on 2x4s for like the brace pieces and stuff, so that will continue. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I can pick up a few 2x4s, but anyway, this is what I got done today. So forward motion. Okay, so this is the purpose that it's serving. So, you know, that's the trash can. And then, you know, eventually, in the last place that we lived in, we kind of built a similar thing. And next to the trash can, we had shelves. And then, you know, so that's kind of what I have in mind. But honestly, like, my motivation for doing this is because I needed a place to put this new little oven that I got. It makes access to this little shelf a little awkward, but it's just temporary, so no big deal. That'll come soon. But yeah, I'm happy. What do you think, Ellie? Yeah, Ellie approves. So, and Mama approves. And does Dell approve? Yeah. So, all right, well, that was the project for today. Now I should probably make some supper. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.